Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Starsector: A Pirate's Life. Last time we defeated more hit lists and we got more money, and we're going to head back to... because we're currently near Valhalla. We're going to head to Asconia, check out Umbra, see if anything's there. We'll head back down to Acheron, because there's a 400,000 bounty there. Not bounty, hit list. And 400,000 would put us... nicely, if I don't buy anything in number right now, it'll put us at a nice million. What do we have here? Asps and this hegemony are giving it a nice fight out. What else? What other developments we've had? Turns out, as usual, the frigate deaths on last week were, of course, my fault, because there were escort orders on my flagship, and every time one of them died, another one joined the escort order, which meant I had a basically revolving door of frigates jumping in to kill themselves, which is, you know, always fun. Right now, like I said, the main point at the moment is getting more high-value prisoners to basically blackmail the independents into trading with me. I've got 3 or 2? I've got 2. I need 15, I think we decided the number was. So if it's 5 per prisoner, 10 would take me to minus 50. And I need another 5 to get me to minus 25, which I think is the threshold for suspicious. Which is what I need to be able to take on to trade. Because in Hospitable they still won't trade. I need to be at least suspicious to get access to the high-end cellar in Prism Freeport. Oh good, there's a Holy Crusade in Asconia. That's going to be fun, isn't it? Let's drop some things off in storage. First of all, the Plasma Cannon was nice. Solus Cannons. A couple more Vulcans. I got my Shard Cannon back. Let's pick up some supplies. Boom. Let's reload up Marines. Let's drop off these. And right. How are we doing fleet-wise? Devil's Coral is the only ship that survived the that mad encounter with death the rest of the fleet had. So, what we're going to do with you is see if we can find you a cousin. Another Gust, Herons, Manticores. I want new things, you know? Though the Gust did do reasonably well, I think. Now, what about the black market? Anything interesting? Combat Carrier Princeps. At the moment, I think we're okay. I think at the moment I want to save up money. We definitely need more. Ooh, hello, not all this stuff. That's way too much. More ships. That's going to be... you give yourself another 214. Boom, 750. Good. Fine and dandy. Right, Devil's Coral. I've yet to find a really useful thing to give to you, unfortunately. Also, as has been correctly pointed out, my flagship is lacking in PD. No matter what I do, it's always going to be lacking in PD. So, at some point, we definitely want an upgrade. And if I can't get one much longer, it's going to end up being the Dominator. But right now, let's give you something interesting to do with. That's the thing, isn't it? That was the thing that we had going on there. Double twin linear cannons. Okay, what does that even do? What does that look like? Like firing. If I alternate those as well. What does that even look like? Okay. Keep that for the time being. Give it that much. Give it that much. There. Do that. Become vaguely useful. Hopefully you survive for much longer. Then you're not really surviving for very long at all. Nope. Nope. Repair up. Good. Leave. Let us head out then. I still think there's maybe something a little bit iffy with the hunter fleets. I haven't really met a hunter fleet that kind of wants to fight me. A lot of the hunter fleets seem to get distracted at the last minute and go elsewhere because they're maybe a bit too underpowered for me. At least they consider themselves to be underpowered to me. Okay, the Samara Alliance makes peace with BlackRock, which is interesting because Samara, okay, is a hegemony system. You're actually relatively well named, I guess. Sometimes you get alliances that are named after systems that they're not even in. Okay, so what have we got? Ulaga Harden in Acheron. We can hit Thracia along the way. Thracia has Perinthus, which isn't the base, unfortunately. What are the pirate bases? Hang on, let's go. What are the pirate bases? What other pirate bases do we have around here? Umbra, Hades and Corsica, Pebble, Mogui, and Karis. We actually haven't been to Karis in a while, that is true. Imma's a bit out of the way for us. We haven't really been there in a while. We actually haven't been to Imma in a while. We've been to Asconia and everything, but we haven't really touched Imma. Okay, so the best way to get Acheron is down here, down to the rightish direction. Hegemony Hunter Fleet. Okay, Hunter Fleet, you're after me! Yet you, like, get distracted by pirate scouts really easily. Do you have any ships I want? That's the key question. Do you have any ships I want? Not really. I mean, an extra Dominator would be nice, but again, I like keeping, like, individual separate ships. I like having, like, a fleet of different ships. See, I can fly right over them, they don't attack me. Hunting for my fleet, I'm right here! They do not have the brave. Come on, I'm right here. I'll stop. I will wait for you. Oh my god, you're actually coming for me. They burn straight past me. Like, you're better equipped than I am. You've got more ships than I do. You have way more destroyers than I do. You've got way more frigates than I do. It is a shambles. You are a complete and total... Look at that, you're bullying little fleets with like 5 ships in it. That is really shameful. So where is this person? This person is near Cronus in Acheron. Near Cronus, you say. Acheron, where's Cronus? Cronus is relatively close to that one. So let's do this then. Let's jump into here. Where's Cronus? Over there. Kind of on the way to Prison Freeport, just in case we have anything useful there. Conrad Dickerson was the other hit list. Okay, so hello, what have you got for me? An Apogee, a Gigantophis, and a Griffin, and a Jamaran, and a Vulture, and several fighters. Okay, let's do this. You are worth my time. 400,000 and 445,000, which is just not enough to get me to a million credits. But it's close enough. Okay, so what do we got to deal with right here? We've got ourselves an Apogee, which has a heavy ballista launcher and a plasma cannon. And okay, that's that. So Gigantophis has ballista LRMs. The Griffin, what have you got? plenty of ion torpedo racks, and a Scorpio javelin launcher, and a pair of tornado hornet launchers. The Jamaran itself has a Scorpio javelin, and a couple of ballistas. The Vulture class has a heavy pulsar cannon and 2 Sagittarius ADCs and 2 Javelin ASMs. The Archon has a lightning gun and 2 heavy pulse lasers. Enforcer has 2 Kayak Mark IIs and 3 Telems, so you're kinetic heaven. No point defense, I note. But you are in kinetic heaven and the Javelin missiles to support it. You have a Hephaestus assault gun. Yeah, you're the different one, because you've got like kinetic heaven with missiles. You are pretty much high explosive heaven. Scimitar with a thermal lance, the javelins, burst PDs, and heavy pulsar cannons. Enforcer D class with Telems and Sagittarius. A Tisiphone class with a Thumper and a Solus, and auxiliary anti-missile launchers. Sunder D class with a heavy pulse laser in the middle, because you haven't got a large energy mount as a D class. Bedlington with a mining blaster. Centurion, Tusk torpedo racks, and a railgun. Lasher with sledge guns mainly. Vigilance has a Typhoon Reaper launcher. Hello. Please drop that. And you got a Javelin ASM. Robberfly with a Lux repeater and a sledge gun. Then loads of bombers. Phase bombers, phase fighters. You I don't recognize. Your modified gladiuses. Single energy blasters and rocket packs. Halberd escort fighters, Constrictor support wings, Hefe assault fighter wings, Warthog wings, Warless interceptors, Vicarious bombers and support fighters, Cyphus heavy fighters, Achis escort wing with miniguns and small flaks. Longbow support fighters, Thunders, Dadaos, and Gladii. Full combat deployment. Right. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Manticore over here. Rally carrier. Not you, the Manticore. I'm going to put a fighter rendezvous here. I'm going to put, between these two, I'm going to put a waypoint with a couple of ships to defend the waypoint. Who's defending this waypoint? You and you go there. Waypoint Gamma. So you can hopefully control those two between you. And you go there. Okay, we'll keep it like this for the time being. I'll reorganize as we see fit. The Jamaran come with, like, you got full-on long-range weaponry, so hopefully you'll stay far enough away. I don't think you've got an aggressive captain, so that should be alright. You've got a lot of fighter wings to deal with, and I think they've got quite a few carriers. The Jamaran is a carrier. They've got, I think the Vulture has a single fighter deck, I think? Maybe? Hello, lightning phase bombers. Oof. Okay. What's the situation? What is the sitch? The situation is my FPS has taken a nosedive. Oh, and more phase bombers. Okay, so where's the Apogee's over there, as is the Griffin. Okay, hang on. Pause. We've paused, right? I want to see something. You don't look like you've got a fighter bay. You don't have a fighter bay. The Jamaran has a fighter bay. I don't think the Apogee has a fighter bay. They may be very limited on carrier capacity. Okay. We'll focus on it this way, but... my frame rate has taken a massive hit, though. Alright, we're gonna take this nice and easy at the moment. We're gonna take this nice and slow, nice and easy, because there's a lot of things attacking us right now. I'd rather... it's more important, I think, that we stay alive rather than force the point. The Jamran is kind of a priority target, though. Oh, I overloaded now. This is not a bad idea. Vent, 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 yep. Ah, okay. It's over there, I see. I know. I realize what's happened there. You decided to take on the entire enemy fleet. Where am I? I am over here. Oh, that's fighter rendezvous. Okay, that's allowed. You two are trying to get over there, but not really succeeding very well. Okay. You, however, I want you to... I want you to die. Good. Jamran's down. So that's at least... that's the carrier I know about. That I don't think has a fighter wing. I'm not sure about the Griffin. Okay, so that's pretty much the big ship on this side taken care of. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? And they flamed out as well. Dominator, what's happening to you, Dominator? Alright, you're trying to take on an Apogee head on. That's not helpful. Gust, you head over there. And you as well, take on the Apogee. In the meantime, I'm gonna get back to myself. How to do that? I'm gonna die, right? It's very bad for me right here, right now. Shields up. The Symphony's retreated. Okay, there's an Enforcer there. Can we deal with the Enforcer at all? Yeah, okay, so we definitely have done something to help with the fighters. I think they have gotten no fighters left. Oh god, this is a very bad time. Vent! Shields up! Shields up, now! Griffin's out. Gigantifus is behind me, but this is not a very good idea. Vigilance is disabled. I need to stay alive. Never mind. I need to stay alive, dead. Well then. Right, let's hop over to you. Lightning Phase Bomber came at exactly the right time. Manticore is... okay, that is a rally carrier location. Okay, where's the Apogee? The Apogee's still alive, okay. That's fair enough. Let's turn around, please. Thank you. Good. I think we've definitely gotten to the point where there are no more... there are no carriers. Oh god, why do I always vent the worst possible moments? It's like they know. The Archon's down. Thanks for that, Hammerhead. Appreciate that. The rubber fly is disabled. I'm out of missiles, right? Not quite, but mostly out of missiles. We lost some broadswords. Okay, what's the actual situation here? What's the actual situation here? I haven't seen what's happened to the Apogee. The Apogee's still alive, but it's being harassed by a lot of things. You guys are having fun over there. It's fine and dandy. You can take care of that. You can join in the fun there. You are in low hull, but your CR is still okay. Okay, I'm over here. I'm gonna fly around. Oh, we lost the Manticore. Damn it. What was the Manticore? Who was attacking the Manticore? A lot of fighters, apparently. Oh, the Gigantifist as well, perhaps. This has been a very expensive fight for me. Come on. Good. Have we won yet? Not quite. Okay, so what's the situation here? What is the situation here? They're engaging that. That's in very low hull anyway. The Apogee hasn't really taken damage yet, but the Apogee was one that needs to die. The Apogee is the key one that needs to die. Oh, the Gigantifist is a carrier, that's right. So we are taking down the fighters, but it's not as quick as it should be because the Gigantifist is still active. We're just overpowering the Gigantifist's fighter decks. Alright, shields up. Apogee. Good. Quick vent, quick vent, quick vent, quick vent, quick vent. Shields back up. If it wants to vent, it's gonna have to deal with a lot of punishment from us. Good. Quick venting there. And just the Gigantifist left, really, right? As far as like big things are concerned. As such, search and destroy. End all the orders. Search and destroy. I think the time has come for us to switch flagships. There you go. Shields down. Nice damage there, and we win. And frankly, I'll just take the win. What did we lose in the end? The Manticore, the Highwayman, the Tiger's Claw, and the Hammer and Anvil. Although they left with the Griffin, and I would much like to take the Griffin on if it's all possible. Keeping the Griffin would be a huge boon, so we will pursue. Take command of the action. You launch, you launch, you launch. pretty much. Like, the only thing I really care about is the Griffin. Everything else can really not that important. So I'm going to launch you guys. I'm going to try to catch up with you. Not sure what happened to you there. I think I caught up to you too early. Just get the Griffin. Once the Griffin's down, that's all we really care about. Good. Griffin's down. That's all I really wanted. All I wanted was the Griffin. Right. Nothing. Not a single ship. And we lost the shark for good, but we got the Tiger's Claw and the Highwayman back. Okay. We got a plasma cannon. That could be a nice central weapon for the Tiger's Claw. One more person there. Plenty of supplies, thankfully. That was a nightmare and a half. Now where am I putting my points? That's maxed out. Put a couple of points. Let's max out that and go on. Let's get nice round numbers going. Chaos Hideout just to repair, to be honest, because we're crew screwed at the moment. Which actually means Prison Freeport for the crew. You got paid a lot. So Prison Freeport just to get the crew, because we are crew screwed. We can't do that because we just fought nearby. Oh, for God's sake. Repairs are happening, but that was a very bloody flight. We got out of it a lot better than I thought we did. It was a lot worse fighting it than it was. It was a lot worse looking at it than it was in the results screen. Repair up for 180 supplies, which is a lot less than I thought it was going to be. What can I get from here that I want? Pretty much you, right? Pretty much. Okay. What was the damage? Who got totally wrecked? You two did. These are just temporary. These are just temporary. They're just completely, totally temporary while we sort out what needs to happen. Oh dear. That's way too much. We want that. That'll do. And 20 left. What can you do with 20 points? Maximized ordnance to give me expanded flight decks, but that's not worth it. That, because that will add miss to that one, and ECCMs as well, if we can. 15. ECCM. Boom. Okay, you're kind of dandy, I suppose. And you. We lost a lot from you. That is very unfortunate. We lost a lot of stuff off you. You lost a lot. This is all temporary nonsense. All very temporary, unfortunately. We're right to speed. That, okay. Temporary, just temporary. These are not really going to be fighting. I'm going to be controlling you. Where are you? Horseman tells us control that one for the time being. Right, I am under crew by about 100, which means if I actually mothball these guys. If I mothball these guys, I'm okay. I will mothball you, I'm alright. Repair up, good. I don't think I'll be able to go back to Prison Freeport. I think it's been too long. But I'll try nonetheless, because it's along the way anyway. But that was a very bloody encounter. And now the evangelists come! I will catch you guys next time, folks. I will see you then. Bye.